Hey guys, Jacob here. This is another 1.8.3 video for The Division. This is going to be covering the new Marshal shield that dropped today on January 3rd, 2018. When you guys go to it and your DOS here, you'll see for me it's 97% complete, which I'm only missing one weapon, which I do have it, but like a lot of people were saying, it's a little bit bugged if you don't have it in your inventory. So if you don't have the weapon in your inventory, it will not show up as a completed shield. So I have all the armor pieces and literally I'm missing one weapon. You get the Marshal shield patch and the Division shield cache when you complete this. There's only literally two more shields or one more shield left, my bad, if you count this one from January into February. And once February is completed, it will be March, and then Division 2 will be here. So to complete this shield, there are a few ways. I'm going to go over. First of all, the first one is missions. There are a bunch of missions in this game that you can, have a really good way to getting exotics. First are the legendary missions. When you guys look at your mission rewards, you will see they give you an exotic cache if you have not completed them. You cannot go through these multiple times to get an exotic cache. Amherst Apartments, what you'll see, guys, is the exotic cache is available, and when you guys get towards the end, you will fight a hunter who also drops another exotic. And this happens on a few other missions. I'm not 100% sure. I know one spawns on Madison Field Hospital. You can do that on Legendary as well, which is located right outside the base of Ops when you go to play them on Legendary. There are also a few other missions like the Incursions, which is like Dragon's Nest and Falcon's Lost. And when you go to those, you will see on Heroic there is an exotic cache as well you can pick up. And these increase your chances by getting weapons, gear, and the gear, me personally, is a little bit easier to get. If I was to start doing this all over again, I would start with collecting the gear, since there are only 6 pieces of gear, which I'll pull up on the screen now so you guys can see. From being the chest piece to to Pharaoh's Mask or Barrett's Bulletproof Vest to the short bow knee pads to the skull gloves. A few places you can get these, which I will note, are Barrett's Bulletproof Vest, obviously. If you played this game a long time ago, you will know a lot of people used to run to get Barrett's Bulletproof Vest. You can get it in Lexington Event Center, which it was a pain in the ass. I ran this mission over 900 times at least, and a whole month just to get this damn vest. And I know some people probably had a lot of luck and got it instantly. You can also get the Urban MDR from this mission, and you can also get the Showstopper. That was another gun back in the day everybody was trying to get their hands on, and you can get it from this mission. The short bow knee pads you can get from Madison Field Hospital, which is located, like I said, right outside the base of Ops. Skull gloves spawn all over the map, and I think you also give them the DZ. If you kill some of the NPCs that are walking all over the map, like the bosses, one's located next to Madison Field Hospital, one's located next to Amherst Apartments and Autumn's Hope, like Soretto, Bullet King, Fumes. There's a bunch of them. Chains. They're located all over the map. You can also look up a list online that shows you where every single one of them are at. But for sure, there's one outside of Autumn's Hope, and a few are located around Amherst Apartments. Now, the next thing you can do is Resistance. Resistance like Pier 93 and Carrier. I think Pier 93 might be the easiest in my opinion, personally. There's also Carrier, which is pretty easy too. If you go round 1 through 10, you can save up enough points to open up the cache and rinse and repeat, and this can give you an exotic or a classified item. So if you get them that way, which is pretty easy, you don't even have to do it on Tier 5. You can actually just go to Tier 1 and open up the cache and get a lower tier gun, but you will still complete it, and you can still have that exotic, or you could run around doing the West Side Pier alerts and eliminate like the SHD tech jammers or kill the drones, which give you a decent amount of loot if you kill them on time before they fly away. Like I said about the weapons, to get a few of them, they do drop on missions, which is like Clear Skies and Falcon's Lost and Dragon's Nest. On Clear Skies, you can get the Medved shotgun, which is a black and gold shotgun. If you do Dragon's Nest, you will get the Golden Rhino. And if you do Falcon's Lost, you will get the Warlord. These are not 100% sure, but these are where I've got all these weapons. I know that's where they drop pretty frequent. The Golden Rhino for sure, since I got 3 of them the other day just by doing Dragon's Nest. A few other places you can get these weapons are in the DZ. If you run around, maybe kill the bosses that are in the underground during the contamination events, or if you kill players for them, they might have them on their back. Like lately, a bunch of people I have fought have had guns on their back, and no houses, sadly though, but have had weapons on their back. Now, The next thing you can do is the underground. Underground is pretty simple. You go down there, you kill some of the hunters, and have a chance to get the weapon drop you need or the exotic item you need. To get the gear, like I said, is pretty easy. Pharaoh's Mask is on Napalm, and the short bows are on Autumn's Hope, and the Barrett's Bulletproof Vest is in the Lexington Event Center. I'm trying to think, I'm missing one. My bad, the Ninja Bag, which is located in the DZ. You can go in there and get them from the DZ, and also get them from drops, I think, on the map. I'm not sure if it's still in the loot pool or not, but it may be. Now, the next thing on the list are the weapons. The weapons are a little bit of a pain in the ass to get. I will pull up a list for those as well, as you guys will see on the screen. Those are all the weapons you need to complete the shield. Two other weapons which you can get very easily if you do not have them are the Damascus and the Liberator. That's if you saved the blueprint from back in the day, which is a 182 gear score Liberator and a 163 gear score Damascus. So if you don't have both those weapons, you can go ahead and just craft them, and boom, you have them, and you don't have to spend money buying the Liberator from the special equipment vendor. Now, the weapons from the special equipment vendor are the Liberator, the Pack-In, the Centurion, the Cassian, Historian. That's how you get those weapons. I don't think they drop any more in the caches. I could be wrong. I think the Liberator does, unless they changed it. Correct me on that if I'm wrong, but I know all these weapons you can buy from the vendor, and they're right here, and you just have to farm some Phoenix credits, and then boom, you buy them, you're good. A few others that you can get are located all over the map and located in the DZ, like I said. Now, the next way to get exotics, which is a little bit different, or a little bit difficult, I guess, if you didn't save any of your caches, is go to the Global Events vendor. If you go to the Global Events vendor, you will see that there's a Superior Season 5 cache, and each one gives you a gear set, an exotic, or a classified set, gear set, or an exotic. So you basically have a chance to get an exotic if you have 1,500 credits and you haven't spent them. You also have a chance to get something that you need, like a classified item, or or exotic that you actually need as well. A few other ways that you can also get exotics are going to Last Stand and Skirmish, and the Underground. Last Stand and Skirmish have the Skirmish and Last Stand caches, and you have a chance to get weapons from that. And that's pretty easy when you run through with your team, or if you just play for hours on end, you can actually just get tons of caches from that and open them and have a chance to get the exotics. Another thing too are the Dark Zone crates, which are upstairs at the vendor. If you buy a bunch of those, you have a chance to get an exotic from them. A lot of people don't know that, but you can actually buy those and get exotics. I know I got a Hungry Hog and a Pharaoh's Mask from those the other night because I needed Phoenix credits, so that's where I got those from. That's going to be about it, guys, for the video. There's nothing else I really wanted to cover. Those are just a few ways to get the exotic gear pieces and weapons. Like I said, I will leave a list in the middle of this video so you guys can see what you're missing, and also see the gear pieces that are in the game, which you guys probably already know. And I already covered where to get those pieces. If you guys have any questions, I know this video is a little bit quick, but that's due to having a little bit of editing and recording issues, since my video will crash halfway through the video. So I had to get this done a little bit faster than usual. But those are a few ways that you guys can get the exotics. There are a few other ways, maybe going to survival if you want to test your luck in there, but that's a little bit more pain in the ass. But the easiest way, what it comes down to, is do the legendary missions, get the exotic caches, or go through the incursions and get those exotic caches from that, and farm the NPCs all over the map. Which there's a map on Google. If you just type in bosses division, or open world bosses or something, it pops up like that, and you guys can find it under division. That's going to be about it, guys, for the video. Thank you guys all for watching. I hope this helped. I will catch you guys in the next one.